Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to Coping with Life, Disabled and Mentally Ill. I am your host, Scott. I am the disabled and I am the mentally ill. Alright, I have issues. I'm not feeling the best. I'm going through it. There's a lot of things going on in my world. However, I would like to talk about Avenged Sevenfold and Falling in Reverse. The concert I saw at the Motor Center in Portland, Oregon, over this past week, and I'm going to say I had a lot of fun. I want to give a huge shout out to the amazing people at the Motor Center for being amazing people. One of the reasons why I'm saying that is because I'm a very honest person. I am a very large person. And the seat that I bought, I didn't fit. So, I went down to guest services and I was relocated, and I was sitting in the handicap accessibility session, and I had a good time, and I was very comfortable with a chair that I fit in and was very comfortable. So I had lots of fun. And I have seen Avenged Sevenfold before. It was during the White Album back in 2007. I saw them at the Roseland Theater with the original drummer Rev. It was a lot of fun. I listening to music that I've enjoyed, since high school. So it was nice. I've been a longtime fan, and I still am. It was a nice experience, and even the set list was pretty cool. The visual effects, told a story, and the best part, which for me, I like to look things up, kind of know ahead of time of what I could expect. I really didn't do that for this concert because I was really excited for it. And especially Falling in Reverse, just their music I have enjoyed, and they put on a great show as well. The opening act, which was Kim Dracula, they were okay. I think the only thing that I could really say about them was if I heard them back in 2005, 2006, they'd probably be part of, a much higher on my list. But now they're alright. I haven't looked up any of their music to hear, um, you know, studio albums. So I knew none of their stuff, but it was I had no issues. Falling in reverse, playing Zombified, and a few other amazing songs. I have been a huge fan over the years. But I'm mainly going to talk about Avenged Sevenfold, and then I don't know. But so Avenged Sevenfold, their new album, Life Is But a Dream. Pretty good. It's it's Avenged. I can't really say anything bad because all their music is unique, and so they played a lot of songs from their Life Is But a Dream, which is normal. Ben tours for their album that recently released, unless it's a special tour, but which I'm definitely okay with, especially since I saw them last in 2007 during the White Album. Hearing newer stuff, especially listening to Nightmare Live, that was kind of cool. But I'm jumping all over because that's how my brain works. My favorite, I know this is small, but it makes my tiny heart happy. My favorite part of the entire show was during the encore, quote unquote, they played 3 songs, and then they had the outro of Life Is But a Dream, which is an amazing piano piece. But on the screen behind it, before the lights go up, it says adieu. And if you have listened to many episodes of my podcast, I always say I bid you adieu. It made me smile. That's a little quirky thing that I like. Oh, hey. Which I think that's the first band that I've seen do adieu. I know I've seen Finn. I've seen The End. I've also seen, We Will Be Back Soon. And then I've seen nothing. That's more the standard, is absolutely nothing. Everything goes black, and then lights go up. But that was kind of cool to see the adieu. Small things make me happy. M Shadows being amazing. Some of the highlights for me, the song Nobody live was really cool to experience. And there's a part in the song where there's a slight pause, and then it goes to nobody. But during live, it was a nice hefty pause, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of cool, because you didn't know when it was gonna come back and just go nobody. I, that was a very fun experience. Listening to Mattel live, and the visuals for that. I think the song "We Love You" live was really, really done amazingly. And for me, who I just love live music. I love concerts, and when bands play newer songs on tour for their albums, listening to things like "We Love You" that may be overlooked at times. They teased Cosmic, which I just thought that was cool. They said next tour. However, I'm gonna be honest. I doubt they're coming back to Oregon anytime soon. Because even though they said it was 13 years since Portland, I do believe it was 13 years since Eugene, and then 15 since Portland. But I do believe the last time that they were in Portland was in 2007. And then Eugene was in 2010. So maybe 16 years, Portland. I can't do math. I'm not the brightest tool in the shed. I can't do math. I'm trying. The only reason why I know it was close because M Shadows said it was 13 for the Nightmare album, which I remember Eugene for that album. I don't remember them coming to Portland. I could be wrong, but yeah. It was lots of fun. Were there any other songs that I enjoyed? Well, Unholy Confessions, because that is an amazing song from Waking the Fallen. Backcountry, that was really, really good to experience. The main set closer was A Little Piece of Heaven, which is a very, very fun song. The final three songs of the main set, other than the quote-unquote encore, was Backcountry, Unholy Confessions, A Little Piece of Heaven. And then they played, eventually they played God. Because they on Life is But a Dream, the last four songs, G, then I think it's Ordinary Dream, and then Death. I think, and then the final song is Life is But a Dream. Um, I could be wrong. I don't have the album near me. Um, so, but that, and it was good because I'm going to be honest. I haven't listened to Life Is But a Dream a lot since it came out in June. And experiencing, because I knew some of the songs like "We Love You," "Nobody," but not listening to them as much as other albums was a very good experience for me. Now I've been listening to the album a lot more. It's more my rotation. Because I listen to music all the time, and I try and find songs or albums that I can listen to, and I've been listening to other music that is where my brain is. My brain is doing brainy things. It's not working for a second. But very, very, very good set. I had lots of fun. It was a very, very great experience. I had earplugs in. I'm gonna be honest. I had earplugs in for the entire show. As I am getting older, and so I have sensitive hearing. I've always had sensitive hearing, but when I saw the concert in July, which was the Eras Tour by Taylor Swift, I didn't have earplugs in. And that did a lot of damage to my ears. Enough that I could notice. And I'm like, okay, I need to start wearing earplugs. And I have a nice a pair I got at a IndyCar event some years ago. And I'm like, I'm going to just use these. So glad that I did. And normally how I feel after concerts, I didn't really have the massive headache. So that's going to be part of my daily driver is earplugs, especially when my watch is telling me that I'm in a loud decibel area that I should leave. Which I'm glad that my watch does that, because I do try and protect my hearing. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I underestimate things. Because, yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Because when I saw Taylor Swift back in 2018, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. And with live music, protect your hearing. So I had lots of fun. It was a great experience. Um, I got nothing bad to say. Um, and you know, they also played So Far Away, which um that meant a lot to me. Um, especially somebody who has experienced a lot of loss in my life, people that I've cared about, and um, it things weigh heavy on my soul. And so just hearing that song live really helped. I really needed that. Um, so uh, that was a good show. Uh, Yesterday, I went to the Oregon Zoo. Um, that was a lot of fun. I I had a good time. I I sat and watched the elephant, one of the elephants, swim in the pool area, getting fed in a little feeding area. So it was a great time at the zoo. Also something I needed. And trying to de-stress, trying to love life, trying to beat my depression, beat, the stuff that's going through my brain. Because, if you're mentally ill, if you have issues, if, mental health problems, and it can, ebb and flow, come and go, depending on how you can handle things, sometimes it can be overwhelming. Because I'm going to be really honest. The day before the Avenged Sevenfold concert, I was having an issue with my brain, telling me that I'm not good enough. I don't deserve things. And those loud noises, those things that, the brain tells you, and it can eat you. And I survived. I survived the night. Which is strange. Say no. I do deserve good things. I deserve happiness, and so I went to Avenged Sevenfold. I went to the zoo. I'm I'm injecting all the happiness in my brain, and even though I'm not physically feeling pretty well, mentally I'm doing pretty good. And that is subjective, because when I say that, I'm still, still depressed, still having anxiety, but it's a lot better than it was a couple days ago. And sometimes you just have to handle things and know that good things are coming, better days are coming. And today I'm going to be watching Fastla, WWE. I enjoy. Again, doing things that make my brain happy. I like wrestling. Going to enjoy. Then tomorrow I have the NASCAR Roval race, which I'm going to try and enjoy. Hopefully Kyle Busch does good. Because, the last couple of weeks, Kyle Busch hasn't had the best week. And I would like him to advance to the round of 8. But I have no control in that matter. And I do enjoy my Kyle Busch. So I'm going to also give you my WWE predictions for Fastlane tonight. As these go pretty quickly. There's only 5 matches listed. I'm just gonna go top to bottom. And give you my predictions. Again, pretty quickly. Seth freaking Rollins, who's the champion, versus Shinsuke Nakamura, last man standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship. Shinsuke Nakamura wins. That's what my gut is telling me. I'm gonna go with my gut. John Cena and LA Knight versus the Bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman. I'm going to say the Bloodline wins. Triple threat match for the WWE Women's Championship. Io Sky versus Asuka versus Charlotte Flair. I'm going to say Charlotte Flair wins. Latino World Order. That's Rey Mysterio, Santos Escobar. And there's to be announced. I don't know who that might be. With Zelina Vega. By the way, this is a 6-man tag team match. Versus Bobby Lashley and the Street Profits. And the final match that is listed here is a tag team match for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. The Judgment Day, which is Finn Balor and Damian Priest, who are the champions, versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. I'm going to say for my prediction that the Judgment Day retains their titles. So that is what I'm guessing, and that's for WWE's Fastlane. So that's I think that's it for this week. I got to talk about the Avenged Sevenfold concert, and talk a little about the zoo, talk about panic attacks, and I'm still standing, I'm still here, and I'm wishing you a lovely time. Since this is the mental health podcast, and I like to be serious for a moment. If you have people in your life who may be struggling, or maybe you're struggling as well, know that you're loved. Know that there's people out there who care about you, even though you may think that there's nobody out there. Big hugs for y'all. Wishing you the best. And hopefully you can overcome the demons that may pop up. Thank you everybody who supports me, who wishes me great stuff. I don't get paid doing this. I do this because I need this. I've almost done this for 3 years, and I make no money. But where I was mentally 3 years ago to where I am now, leaps and bounds. And that is something that I am very proud of. And I just have to continue. I'm going to have my good days, and I'm going to have my bad days. I just need to make sure that my bad days don't win the day. Gotta keep on fighting. Never stop believing. And what works for me, what may not work for you. And you have to be realistic. But I hope everybody will. I want everybody to be happy. Spreading all the love. And, tell the people in your life you love them, that you care about them, because you never know when they're gone. And that is a hard thing to digest, and can take so many years, maybe decades, maybe never get over. So don't live in regret. Live in the now. Enjoy life. Thank you so much. So much. I love you all. Until next week, I bid y'all adieu.